We started in 2000, right in the middle of the dot-com burst, and we started as an online travel company. So, it was really a challenge to take the business from there. But since then to now, it's been very exciting because we've been able to set up two businesses from the same business. Travelport, where we have become one of the leading leisure travel specialist companies in the country. And Rewardport, which is one of the pioneer in customer engagement format in India today. And the best part of it has been, while 3.5 years into the business, we received venture funding, even though we didn't apply for it. We work with about 500 plus corporates for their incentive travel requirement, as well as for managing their customer engagement programs. Actually, being entrepreneurs ourselves, and Indian personality at work is very much enterprise driven. In fact, so much so that we have an intrapreneurship program within the organization. We've been able to create 5 or 6 verticals which are headed by people who, though are professionals, are working as at entrepreneurs with profit share and stock options and things like that. So that has got to do a lot with the Indian spirit of wanting to do business on their own. I'm sure that if you do a ratio analysis of people in India wanting to work and be an entrepreneur and compare it worldwide, you'll probably get the best ratio in India in terms of people wanting to venture out that way. And that spirit itself is what. So that's why when we are hiring people also at our company, we are looking at people who are entrepreneurship driven. There is a risk of it that, after a while they will probably go and start their own businesses. But I think we are taking that as a positive element in our business at least. And we intend, even in the growth strategy that we have, we intend in using this entrepreneurship and the intrapreneurship model within the organization to be able to grow. And this is all hats off because of the entrepreneurship spirit of the Indian people. Lots of it is being read into the policy of that, in the government policies and things failings to highlight that something is wrong with the economy. I totally disagree with that aspect of it. Over the years, what policies have been introduced, and I think the right way to do it is that not to bring about changes too fast, too soon, so that a country is not does not go the European way. The policies that have helped our business on the travel part of it, as I said that there are two businesses that we are involved in. The travel part of it has been helped with liberalization, when the convertibility of rupee, that helped actually. It became easier for people to travel from the country and travel into the country. There are a lot of effort from the government in terms of policy, in terms of the tourism policy that was introduced to promote India aggressively abroad. Now that really helped, because now suddenly India is one of the most sought after destination that is there. So overall that is helping the our business going forward. On the reward and the customer engagement business that we do, what we call as Rewardport, I think overall liberalization in things of getting more international companies, opening up doors for companies to participate more freely in Indian companies has really helped to taken a business grow. In fact, we are servicing about 20 multinational clients, and this has been made easier because of the policy changes that have happened. Earlier, 5 years back, if I had thought of this business, it would have seemed improbable that we will be able to do that. But now we are like, it's a kind of a free economy. We are working with players across the world with ease because of these policy norms that are, have been relaxed. And going forward also, I think the watchful policy implementation that the government is looking at is the right way to go, minus the negative stories that we are reading about. I am very optimistic that if we, rather than having usher in policy changes as emergency measures, it's better if it is done gradually to be able to stay competitive and be above and get better growth over the next few years. Our company has been growing for the last 8 years. We've been doing double-digit growth without any this thing. And of course, the impact of the growth story is directly on the business. because in both our businesses it is very much dependent on how well, in case of our reward business, it's how well our corporate customers are doing. And I think remarkably most of the companies have done very well in all sectors over the last, if you take a span of last 5 years, let's not get into last quarter or last 2 quarters, and let's not look short term, but over the 5 years that we've been in this business, we've been thriving as a result of this growth story. And we expect that it will continue in parts, and this is the way that it had started off. We have mega plans for both our lines of businesses, the travel as well as the customer engagement business. For the travel business, we are looking at expanding, and currently our business line focuses more on domestic tourism and outbound tourism. We would be expanding and looking at inbound tourism because thanks to the whole projection of India as a great destination, we see a lot of potential in that. So we are looking at tapping for the travel business the UK, US and African markets for getting people to come into India. So that is, and that would include probably setting up an office and a setup even in the Gulf region. On the reward business, we have mega plans as well. Because what we have been able to create, what some of the projects that we have done over here for international clients, those clients have asked us to replicate those projects in the region, in the Asia Pacific region or in the Gulf region. So we work with a lot of multinational brands. They found success with what we've done here, and they say, will it be good for to take the businesses there. So that business, that part of the business also will be following the same footprint as the travel business, where we look at expansion into Asia region. We hope to start a Singapore office soon, sometime later next year. So again, I'll answer it in 2 parts. One is looking at the travel sector. Indian tourism outlook is very, very positive. We have, within India, travel is about 500 million visitors. Internationally, we have about, people traveling abroad is about 12 million. People coming into India is about 7 million. The incoming business is routed to be growing at about 8 to 9%. The outbound business, people traveling from India to other places, is the growth is going to be 15%, which is phenomenal. In percentage point, that is much bigger than even China, though it may be less in numbers, that is there. So, and we see that this trend is going to continue. Indians have been bitten by the travel work, the 5-day work week and weekend, Saturday, Sundays. Now you see people, putting in a lot of, effort in planning their holidays and vacations and getaway. So we see this sector thriving to a great extent, and there is no point of any return. It is going to continue. The India growth story is definitely unstoppable. It is not going to be influenced in any way by what is going to happen in other countries. That is what our belief is, and I think I'm sure that is there. We are well insulated by internal consumerism and by the external expansion that the whole country is looking at.